that I have in the city is they like to point out to things like the waterfront and parks and all those downtown areas, but there's a serious neglect, I perceive, of neighborhoods that are not doing well. I'm wondering if you got a metro government, is that going to make it even worse? Because are they going to get lost in the larger shuffle, the larger deck? Or does metro government give any hope that people would shine the light of day on those issues that remain rather than patting themselves on the back for the aquarium?
My guess, like our charter, it doesn't address those kinds of issues. It avoided any discussion of what I call real issues about things of that nature. See, there's an authority, Chattanooga Housing Authority, that's over housing. C&E, private enterprise, it's over housing. And they are funded by government, but they make their own decisions, and the government has no say in those decisions. But all of the, I wouldn't say that consolidated government probably would be insensitive to the little people, if you will, for the lack of to neighborhood development. I do understand that in rejuvenizing a city, you have to start at the heart in anything, and so the heart was downtown. But now, the tipping point has happened downtown. The momentum is there. It's going to go. But what's going to really drive it is the development of all the neighborhoods around the heart, and that goes across, and that's depending only on city government money. It's a long, hard road to hoe, because the government just couldn't afford it at the local level. But our neighborhoods are deteriorating, and we can't even control the deterioration. There's been a much, in the last 10 years at least, there's been an improvement to control some of it, but the more we control it down here, North Brainerd and Eastdale and other outlying areas, other 17 neighborhoods on this side of the ridge are going down faster than we're building up the ones down here.
Maybe had a question, right?
And the county, by the way, has no involvement at all now with that. And my fear is that, I'm sorry, go ahead. My fear is that any consolidated government would take on the philosophy and the characteristics of the county government that presently exists. And that government is just not sensitive to anything we're interested in. It's been cutting the school budget for the last 10 years. I mean, just cutting it. And as a result, we got all these schools in trouble, all these kids in trouble, and our problems are getting worse, and they have hands-off attitude.